Hello, welcome back to Red Ted Art. This is a quick video to show you how to make paper plate flower weaving. The great thing about this woven flower is that depending on your child's concentration levels, you can weave a lot or just a little bit and it'll still look great. So let's take a look and see how to make this lovely woven flower. So for paper plate weaving, you will need a paper plate, some scissors and obviously some wool to make it. Now the key thing with paper plate weaving is you're going to have to make an uneven number of cuts. So even is much easier to get right, and uneven isn't so easy. So I'm going to do, let's see, how are we going to get, should we just guess? Let's see if that, they do one of them. The uneven bit is the bit I find hardest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so now I'm just going to move it a little bit along to even them out size-wise. It doesn't have to be super even. As you can see, I've got some slightly bigger ones and I've got some slightly smaller ones. But if it's roughly, you won't notice with your final flower. So I just moved this one along a little bit, made this one a bit wider. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. And they're quite well spaced out, I think. So we're going to cut these into petals. So this is the front, this is going to be the back, so it really doesn't matter. Go to the middle and basically cut a petal shape. You can go further in if you want. I'm just going to go to the rim. It's really a question of preference. It'll look nice, whatever you do. Find the middle. Some petals will be a little bit fatter, some will be a little bit narrower. There we go. Isn't that sweet? Now, the key thing to remember, you need an uneven number, and that's the key thing. And you can make them closer together, further apart, whatever you prefer. I'm going to leave it white. You can paint it red for like a poppy. You can paint it yellow for like a sunflower, blue, green, whatever color you want. But I think white's quite nice as well. I'm going to find the center and make a small hole. We're going to need that at the end. Just guessing again where it is. That looks about right. And now I'm going to take some white thread. Again, you can use whatever color you want, but I'm going to use white so that it kind of matches the background. I'm going to loop it. I'm going to leave a long piece later for tying. And then I'm just going to very roughly go round in no particular order. I'm going to go round and later we're going to bring these all into the center and tidy them up. So I'm just going to roughly go to opposite ends. And then we've got one to go over here. Cut my string or my wool. And now I'm going to just bring these all together in the middle and push this one through. Maybe lift it up. I'm going to lift it up, push it round once, so that I've kind of like a little knot. This one's still loose, but that's okay. And then I'm going to use my scissors and find that little hole again and push this through. And then if you turn it around, you can then tie these two pieces off. And it's quite efficient on the back. I didn't use too much extra wool. And I can then trim this. So you have your basic weaving ready. So at this point, the children can start working on their own. And yeah, it's really quite basic. So the first thing you want to do is you get a length of wool. I'm just going to wrap it around my fingers. You don't want it too big, otherwise it's hard to weave, but I kind of make a little like mini ball or section. This is really good for using up odds and ends. I'm going to cut it down. Take this end, take it here, tie a little knot. Again, another one, and then you can push this underneath, so when you've started weaving, you won't see it. So now you take this and you go over this one, under the next one, over, under, over, under, over, under. And then if you've done it right, if you've got your uneven numbers, when you get to the where you've been before, it should now alternate. So where you were under before, it will now go over. And where you were over before, so I can see this is under and this is over, I'm going in the opposite direction. But basically, if you did your weaving correctly, you're setting up, it should just work out. Just make sure you always alternate as you're going round. Make it nice and tight. And keep going. So when you're ready to switch colours, you basically take the next colour, trim this, and then just tie them together very carefully. When you get to this bit of the knot, you'll see we'll just tuck it under and hide it at the back. So here was under, so we're back to over and then under. We're over and then under. And we'll just tuck this under so that it doesn't get in the way. And continue with the new colour. Time for our next colour. This one's a little bit thicker, so I left my thickest ones for last because it works best on the outside, but it doesn't really matter. You can always use colours twice as well. So over, under. And you'll find that as you get further out, your weave gets bigger. There's a bigger gap. So just be gentle, don't pull it too hard. So we're finished. We're just going to give it a little snip. Take your last one and just loop it around itself. Push it through and give it a little, make sure it's nice and tight, a little tug. And then you can just push it under. I might do it again actually, that's not really tight, is it? Here we go, let's try again. So we've got the loop, push it through, kind of want a little knot. There we go, that's better. Tighten it, and then just push it under. You can also try and find one of the loose ends underneath and knot it against the underneath, but that is basically it. Look at that, super easy. Great way to use up little leftover bits of wool and make a really lovely flower decoration. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Above all, keep watching, keep making, and I'd love to see you here again soon. Take care. Bye.